Welcome back to the channel. Black fly season is beginning. Leaves are not even there. The new project today, no, we're not going to clear snow, obviously. Actually, I'll need that snowblower for the ballast because my concrete ballast is not quick hitch ready. So this is not ideal situation where it's mainly where I'd like to put the implements. So I'm kind of missing space to put the implements like many others. Where I live, it's really hilly and flat ground is, let's say, precious. I managed to put that when we did the carport. We did increase the size of that parking, which is in gravel, but having the pile of wood taking that place, flat space, is not ideal. I'd like to put more implements there instead of having there all over the place. And I'd like to fit all the implement here, but it's not possible unless that I have some rackings. So I got some rackings for free. They were quite damaged, various colors. I took some time yesterday to paint it black. Why black? Because I don't want to stand up out of the nature. So first thing is to clear all the area, and from there we'll be able to build something. Stick around. We clear the area. There's still some work to do. We're going to remove the concrete plates, the grapple obviously, and we're going to dig a little bit because there are some kind of a curved shape and we're missing some space, so we're going to dig that out. Quick update. We spent a few moments thinking about what we will do. We finally go and have some drinks and came back with an idea. So we've put the longer pieces on outside, which seem quite obvious now that we've done that, but we were not quite sure that we could have some kind of supports. Why doing that so complicated? You will see. I'm going to bring you along, and you will see that I have limited space at the back, so I have some overhang on both sides, and this is why it's so complicated. And we wanted to manage to get most out of the space we have there, and still have that swell going all around. So you can see this is the swell, and we're quite to the edge, so that's why we put a 6x6 there. Make sure that this one is not going to fall back. And this is the same thing on that corner, which is the this plate as at the very edge of the swell. So you can see that we are overhanging. And this will apply again at the back. And this overhang is kind of a unavoidable. Did you burn yourself?
Maybe.
Maybe, eh? Okay, from this perspective, so the rack will be hanging on this side, so I have... Thanks for the noise. Okay, so we'll have maybe 18 inches, 20 inches overhang, which I'm pretty sure this rack will be able to, this 6x6 will be able to take. And on this side, we have this supporting 6x6 that overlaps all these 6x6. So we kind of get tied together. We took those hangers and we put them straight. As you can see, it's supposed to hang at 2x6, and we put them straight. So that will allow us to screw up and down to tie them together. Now this is very flimsy brackets. I could make some very tight bracket, but with all that weight, it's not going to hold. It's just make sure that they won't move that much. So we have that set. We have some, I think this is 7 inches nail, a leftover from a previous project, that we're going to drive like here on the corners. Make sure that they don't move sideways and up and down. Just make sure that this piece is not going to move. So that's the hangers, or now this is the corners. That's it for today. Tomorrow we're going to set the rackings. We're going to cut the excess material we have here. Make sure that I don't bang them accidentally in winter while plowing. We're going to do the final levels. I think this one is a little bit low, so we're going to raise this and put some shims, which is much easier than trying to level the gravel. And by the way, this is racking. It's not going to be very tall and not much loaded either, so I'm feeling that it's just going to be fine. And I don't like to spend too much time to make that perfect, knowing that in winter, when there's the thaw and the freezing, is going crazy. Anyways, we have this drainage all around the place. I think that we get, let's say, maybe 12 inches of either sand and or gravel, so should be fine. Hi. See you tomorrow. We're the next day. I have 6 ladders. I think this is the name for that, and this is the beams. I have 8 of them. I painted them black to blend into the forest because I don't want to be so outstanding. I'm not quite sure either it's legal to have those kind of rackings, but I'm going to take the chance. Anyways, it's not a big deal to dismantle, but I'm pretty sure they won't mind since they are very um, discreet, let's say so. Um, I can tell you, painting those ladder with spray gun seems like easy, but there's a lot of surface on that kind of structure. I think I used for those 6 ladders almost, let's say, I've used maybe 3/4 of a gallon. That's impressive, the amount of paint, and only one coat. I see if I do a second coat on site, there might be some damage while handling this, so I'm going to just touch up with oil or something like that. I still see some spots where it's a little bit light on paint. Anyways, so it's not for exposition, it's for storing. I'll wait for Nicholas to come and give me a help to assemble this. So I'm going to move the parts there and we'll see from there. Quick update. So far, so good. We're going to install the upper uh, support. I'll have to check with the case how high I can reach to make sure that I am going to set this higher level to a point where I can reach it. I'm now to that point that we're filling up the racking. I'm going to put the hardwood planks here. They have no value for furniture because they were stored outside for quite a while and not in the ideal conditions. So I'm going to continue filling it. Yesterday I was not able to finish the video. It was starting to rain, pouring rain then. So I finished to put the wood here. I have some kind of a protection here. It's a sheet of OSB covered with tar paper. It's not covering the wall wood, so I might just add some kind of a plastic wrap. You know, when you use plastic wrap and you don't have that curved shape. Oh, by the way, it's curved, so it will not collect water, and I'll be able to put a plastic on it. It will not collect the water and then finally get the leak. There's nothing worse than covering wood with a leaky tarp, which let the water get in, but not to go out. Anyways, so that's it for my wood. I have one shelf up there available. I don't know what I'd be going to put there because I'm not able to reach it with the case. It's too much of a tight bend. Like I said, I have very limited space grounds where it's flat and stable, so I have to deal with what I have. Then on this side, oh, you have black flies, I see. Then on this side, I think I screw up. I put this bottom shelf way too low. I have 4 feet, but the snowblower is much more than 4 feet high. I could eventually remove the chute with that wire. It's kind of a complicated task, so I don't want to do that as much as possible. I'd like to have the stuff as ready as much as possible. I bunched them together, the snow plow and the snowblower, for future use next winter. I cannot lift them because it's too heavy to put them on the top shelf. So basically the case is not able to lift it as high I would like to. So my goal first was to put that up there and the small implements down. So I'll have to reverse the position. I'm going to raise that shelf. The grapple and the bucket, dirt bucket, are quite light. I might be even able to quick hitch directly, but that's not given because it's very tough to get a good alignment with that. And then I'm going to put the snowblower on the bottom. So the wood chunker, I'm not able to fit that on the top shelf, not even at the lowest position. It's too heavy. As you can see, there's a nice rust patina on it. Wendell from Tractorman 44 is really a good fan of that kind of patina. So I'll have to paint it soon. It's been like 3 years I have it and haven't painted, so I'll have to do it one day. I hope you enjoyed that video. I'm now ready to stack more wood. See you on the next one.